Well, this is awkward. So there's a rumor going around that the OGL, also known as the Open Gaming License, might not be a thing for 1D&D. And again, this is just a rumor, and there's no reason to believe that there will or won't be. But the fact that there's a rumor does have a lot of third-party publishers like myself and some personal friends kind of talking about this. If you don't know what the OGL or Open Gaming License is, essentially it's a license that allows third-party publishers like ourselves, Kobold Press, Hit Point Press, Neverending, and many other third-party publishers to make 5e compatible content. So with the rumor saying that 1D&D might not have an OGL, it has us a little concerned. We don't know if we're going to have to stick with just doing 5e compatible material because I guess 1D&D is going to be backwards compatible with 5e, or if there's actually going to be a whole new OGL. That way we can convert all of our pre-existing books and future books to come into the new system that is going to be for D&D. So we're just kind of sitting here like, hey, we don't know what's going on type scenario. So because of third-party publishers not really knowing what's going on like ourselves, unfortunately, and it really sucks to say this, we are going to be delaying the Brave Brigands Bizarre Beasts. We know that there's some changes coming to the game that we all know and love. However, with a project like the Brave Brigands Bizarre Beast, it's also going to be a charity project. And for us to do this project right, we want to make sure that it's here for the long run, not just, relevant for a couple months because of the new system coming out in 2024. It really sucks to be pushing back a project we were really excited to do, and it was for a good cause, but we want it to be relevant for at least a couple years, not just maybe a matter of months after it's done being printed. And again, a lot of this lies in the uncertainty of what third-party publishers are going to be able to do or what we should do within the next year or so. So essentially, the options really became this. We have the Brave Brigands Bizarre Beast that's going to be compatible with 5e through the OGL that we've always used. And then you have 1D&D that's apparently going to be compatible with 5th edition, which in theory, that sounds great. However, if 1D&D releases an OGL so that way you can make 1D&D compatible third-party material, then does the relevancy of the 5th edition OGL go away? Are people still going to be interested in 5th edition content when third-party publishers can then produce content for 1D&D through the OGL? So it becomes this weird spider chain loop of things where what's the best option here for longevity for a charity project to last rather than just be out for a couple months and people not be interested in it. I know that myself and some other third-party publishers are really wanting some clarity on this. I mean, there's a lot of really, really big third-party publishing companies. Kobold Press, Hit Point Press, Ghostfire Gaming, they are massive and have tons of really amazing third-party material for 5th edition. So it is kind of concerning of us third-party publishers just being in this weird kind of blank empty space, not knowing what's going to change for us possibly in the next year to come. I wish ourselves and other third-party publishers were given some clarity on what's going to happen with third-party content within the next year or so, but unfortunately we just don't, and it kind of sucks. As much as it really hurts me to push back a really cool project like this, I feel like it's just for the best, so that way we can make it a long-lasting kind of charity project rather than just something that has a short lifespan. It's just really confusing. It kind of stinks. We don't know what's going on, and unfortunately, as much as I want to push this project out like we intended to, I feel like it's just best for the overall project in general if we just wait and have some clarity and know how we're supposed to publish this book for the best results possible. That way everybody can enjoy it and continue to enjoy it for, a long time to come. So Wizards of the Coast, if you're listening, us third-party publishers just want some clarity on the subject. If there's not going to be an OGL for 1D&D and you want third-party publishers to keep using the 5e OGL, then that's fine. Then we'll do that and we can plan accordingly for the future. But if there's going to be an OGL for 1D&D, then we also want to know that. That way we know to maybe kind of adjust our roadmaps ahead so we can plan accordingly for that change. A lot of us feel really bad because we just announced this project about a week ago, and now we're kind of delaying it until we figure out what's going on. But we just feel that it's the best thing to do to make sure that this project is done the right way. As always, we're going to keep on doing videos. We got the podcast coming up. It's just on a publishing standpoint, we need to figure out what exactly is going on before we really kind of solidify the plans and move forward 100%. Again, we still 100% intend on doing this book at some point after we figure out what's going on. So all the information for the Brave Brigands Bizarre Beast is going to be on our website still. We are going to change the submission form up a little bit to make it a little easier for everybody. If you're watching this video right now, submissions for the book might be down for now until we figure out how exactly we want to go about the submissions until we figure out what's going on with the OGL. But I'm still trying to find a silver lining in this because maybe by pushing this back a bit, it's going to allow more kids to have more time to submit, a lot more monsters. And instead of having maybe 100 to 120 monsters we were going to have originally, maybe we can do it big. 300 really crazy and wacky monsters done by kids. So to the other third-party publishers that are out there, we're with you. We're riding this train together, and we're going to take everything as it comes and, adjust accordingly and keep on doing the best we can to keep supplying the community with awesome content. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.